ना बेटा पहले okay, got it. Done. Okay. So welcome everybody. It is day 30, correct, today?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So we have to keep telling the numbers always. The first person who wrote in the chat is Kamal, who has reached his story. He started writing his story between 27 to 30. So Kamal, just change the way you write it. It is 28 to 30, 28, 29, 30, 3 years. Because you already wrote after 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay. So that would be nice. So you are the one whom I can, as soon as you reach your 50, then I will talk about how to measure and confirm what is the purpose of your life. So everybody can learn how we measure it subjectively, objectively, and investigatively. So we are writing the story of the destiny, our birth purpose, the reason for our birth purpose, to find that. And after we find that, we have to become that person who will be able to achieve that destiny. You have to become that professional to achieve that destiny. You have to become a purposeful creator to be able to create what you want to offer, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, whether it's a science, whether it's a system, for the betterment and upliftment of your own self. The more you contribute, the more you teach, the more you offer. First upliftment happens is yours. Second upliftment happens is of that person whom you are helping, humanity. And third, of course, as a result of this collective upliftment, the nation or whole of creation also ascends to higher level. It's always uplifting, higher level. And generally, uplifting is not about raising, it's about expanding. It's about growing. Okay. So that's what it is. So remember, I was telling you the story of my destiny, and I discovered between the age of 30 to 30, I mean, what was it? 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah. 31, 32, 33. Okay. What did I discover? What I discovered was, what is the reason for disease? That was the quest. That was that intuition I had. That was a deep need to be fulfilled at that time because of the situation which has been created. And I found out what was the reason for stress, which was never taught to any of us in med school. Not stress, disease. Okay. Why we have such diseases? Stress, disease, or aging. So what was the result of that? Was aging per se is due to chronic diseases. Write it down. Remember it. Very important. Number 2. Chronic disease is due to stress. Stress is due to a lack. And a lack is due to distracted focus, attention, scattered energy. That means focus attention is something, it's part of consciousness. And why did we have that? Because nobody told. We have an awareness inside us, which is all knowing, which constructed this body. So once I discovered and started applying and started seeing measurable results subjectively, objectively, investigatively, a name came into being. Awareness, consciousness, energy to manifest, enrich, and fulfill whatever you want, even that unique birth purpose of yours. So my unique birth purpose was to discover this science. And this science exists in everybody. So I was supposed to compile this science. So this is the science. But what is it that is working? That intelligence. Awareness, consciousness, energy, intelligence in each one of us, just like artificial intelligence outside, ace intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence is also created by the collective ace intelligence of many people coming together to create the artificial intelligence. Understood? So, this science started developing. The more I applied, it started developing. I thought it is just one for diseases in the body. But little did I realize that it works in animals, plants, environment, organization, institution, businesses, governments, and everywhere. After all, it's made with people, all of these organizations. And then I understood about ace intelligence. So this was the discovery. Now, once I have discovered it, I've proven it, and you should trust and just keep applying. So you should trust. So the most important is to develop that trust. Important is to listen to that inner voice which told you to do what you're supposed to do. Listen to that intuition which your soul divine absolute complex brings it. Like I got that, I was put in a situation and I was forced to find. That's all created by my complex because that was the purpose. And the more you apply, you don't even know what's going to be the result. You don't need to know the result. You need to know that I want to step into the unknown. And you have the total confidence, courage. I will step and I will receive. I will step, I will be secure. I will step and take this risk and I will grow. That is the deep trust you have to have in order to grow. And that I didn't know at that time, but that started developing. So what I already learned, I need to impart it to you so that you don't have to worry. I can mentor you. So if you don't take the risk or don't step beyond your comfort zone, if you do not step into the unknown, you will stagnate. You will stagnate. And stagnation means block. And block means stagnation at all levels. Block to the nourishment of the pancreas, block to the nourishment, because we are in endocrine system, block to the nourishment of thyroid, block to the nourishment of ovaries, block to the nourishment of testes, block to the nourishment of adrenals, which leads to the problems. Stress, disease, aging, exhaustion, infertility, libido, everything. At the same time, stagnation at the professional level, there is no growth, no advancement. Because you are not taking action to go beyond that. You need to take action beyond your comfort zone. You know that you have to take, but you don't want to take because you're feeling insecure and fear. So it's the same type of stagnation. And that is why you cannot see it. There is a heart calling inside. Do it, but you don't want to do it because you don't trust. So that's what we are working on. And I want to tell you the second step. First one was the story, one finished. The second step is doing the exercise. When you create that intention to step out, for example, or take the risk, for example, you should trust that success is inevitable. I'm doing something which doesn't exist. I'm not doing anything which exists, so it's easy to do. No, it's not existent. And that is when you start focusing inside, when you start coming to this program, you will get intuitions. You will get an inner voice telling you, create this intention, create this resolve. Listen to it. And the moment you start listening to it, opportunities come forward for you to grow, for you to advance. Similarly, you have been told that diabetes cannot be cured. Finished. You don't want to do anything beyond. And there are people who did beyond. They reversed their diabetes. They stopped, reversed, and prevented also. And those who had the disease stopped, reversed, and prevented also. Similarly, thyroid. So every type of imbalance can happen. And when you start this process of stating that in the heart, the first step is for that intention and resolve to start getting corrected. But the second, third, fourth step, if you're sincere, will continue. But if you want more, only then you seek out what else is more from us. Otherwise, just be determined. Achieve the first intention, resolve at the personal, professional, purpose life, and then write the new form. Be always here in this space. Be in this collective environment, which is going to help you. And of course, it is free. You get a better seat of being closer when you pay, of course. You can ask questions, answers, which you cannot do so at that level. Okay. So now place your hands on the heart and keep breathing in the space between the heart and the hands. Take one hand, place it on the head, forehead, whatever it is, based on your resolve and intention. Place it on that. When you place one hand on the heart, if you don't have any physical body ailments, and one hand on the head. If it's only emotional, just the heart. If it's emotional and mental, two places. If it's only mental, only in the head. So this is what you have to do. So start with the heart and keep the positions. Then fix your focus there with your attention so that it doesn't move, because it has a habit of moving. It has a habit of focusing on something away from yourself. And then invite your awareness, all-knowing awareness. You need to trust that my awareness knows everything because it built me from top to bottom, from the single cell to the. You need to have trust in this body of yours, faith in this body of yours. Trust and faith even deeper in the soul. So trust in your body, in your energy, in your mind, in your knowledge, in your fate. And fate is always good. In your fate, in your ananda, in your soul, in your divine. So you need to have deep down trust and faith in yourself, outside to inside. And the trust and inability that I can achieve anything. I dissolve whatever is holding me back. From being holistically healthy. Resolve form. Holistically healthy pancreas. Holistically healthy thyroid. Holistically healthy metabolism. Holistically healthy reproductive system. Holistically healthy adrenals. Holistically wealthy, whatever it was needed professionally, career, growth, and advancement. Number 3, holistically wise life, awareness, intuition, and inner voice. Be in this mentally thoughtless, physically relaxed, emotionally peaceful, spiritually silent state. Keep breathing. See how you were before the well-being status and how you are now. You have to write it. So you have to take many actions to hold this state without it reducing for the next 24 hours. In fact, in the next 24 hours, each action of ours should improve this state even further. Of this state getting better, more effective, of this state lasting longer, and this state growing to higher levels. For that, we have to write well-being status before and after in the comment section. And those who are in YouTube, in addition to that, click the notification bell icon, subscribe if you haven't subscribe, share. When you do share, it will take you to whichever media you want, whether it's Messenger, whether it is WhatsApp, it will take you there. Choose 10 friends, write to them. Each day 10. And say that I'm there for you. I understand this deeply. I'm going to help you, guide you. Because there's guidance of the others. Oh my God, exponentially, the state changes. State of being changes. Guidance of others, uplifting others is the maximum score you can get. And you can invite them to this program. It's free. You can have discussions with them in the evenings. Start creating your tribe. Start being the teaching, the guru, awakener of others. Start uplifting them, uplifting organizations, societies. You will find the way to express yourself. And this also helps you in your destiny story. This also helps you to create what you're supposed to create as per your destiny, even though you do not know just now. But the creation of those products, services, systems, sciences has already started without you being aware or clear. It's so surprising. That's been my experience with myself and all my thousands of students worldwide. Remember, those people who had heart disease should continue to come. Circulation, blood pressure, they should continue to come also. Based on your resolve, you should continue to come for the whole year. I want this process to be from not only starting and switching on, it should come to the end of finishing and establishing, so that whenever you write a resolve, whenever you write an intention, it easily comes into fruition. At this moment, it's taking long, no? But once you've laid the pathway, which is permanent, the highway, it'll happen quickly. Tuck, 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 tuck. Daily, it could be one new resolve. And we have a book for endocrine system. And those who are having disease, please, you have the option to buy that book. That is your decision. So like that, the books are there for everything. And also, Sunil told about a form. Use that form to whatever details, more detailed form it is. Besides the just simple resolve form, it's more detailed. So when you write, we will guide you at the next level. Now it's again fill the form if you want to seek us out, if you want to seek guidance. It doesn't cost anything to fill or for us to advise. And when there is a payment, you will give it happily. And the choice is always yours. Move your toes, move your fingers, wipe your hands, cover your face, open, close eyes 3 times, and open. Please write now. And YouTube, like, bell icon, subscribe, comment, share, fill the form, look at what all is happening, attend everything possible. And those who are not here, they should, everyone, whether you're here or not here, every day in the morning at 6:30, listen to the YouTube discourse, because it's about finding, following and fulfilling your destiny, number 1. Number 2, it is making your intention and resolve into a reality. Number 3, collectively seeking the truth, or called satsang. Now, if you have any questions, experiences, you're welcome to share. There are 40 people here. I want 40 people to write their well-being status between 1 to 10. If it was 2 before, what is it afterwards? But 10 is not the limit. Infinity is the limit. So everybody should write. Only if you write, it becomes a reality. Before and after. You have to write not just a number. You have to write well-being status before 7, well-being status after. Before 7, after 10. For example, that is for Bachimik. No shortcuts, Bachimik. And there's one Gantia who wrote only 8. No. Well-being stated before, number, well-being status afterwards. Just writing 8, nobody understands what you have written. You yourself do not know. So don't leave it in your thinking process. Put it in the writing. Now, if you rewrite it again, we're slowly growing. 6 months down the line, we'll be much more people in the YouTube and here, and that will be such a collective force that it will affect all the people around you, in your family, in your friends, in your office. It'll start happening. Your life is going to change from whatever it was just by being here. Your personal life is going to change. Professional life is changing. Your family life is changing. Marriage life is changing. Changing for the better. Growing for the better. सुनील, YouTube में कुछ आया पूछने के लिए?
Yes, sir. First, they wrote their well-being status. There is a question from Sirisha. If it is emotional and mental, how to focus on 2 different places?
What do you mean emotional and mental? Again, read it for me carefully.
If it is emotional and mental, how
Yes.
to focus on 2 different places? I think you were sharing in between.
Okay. That is called bi-focus, tri-focus, quadra-focus, penta-focus, multi-focus. Everything is possible. Just like I can locate myself in all the 40 people here and all the YouTube, I am in everybody's house now at the moment. So the simplest way is I focus on my head and the heart. That's all. I focus on my head, heart, and my uterus. Give that instruction. Don't try to do it. Once you state it, the body will do it. Oh, am I focusing in my head? Am I in the heart? Don't go into that story. Simple statement. I focus at my home, which is in India. I am in California. I focus at my mother in her house in Hyderabad. And forget about focusing here. You can focus all the way with a person who has left this world into wherever they are in their abode. All you need to do is state. All you need to do is say. If I tell Sirisha stand up, you will stand up. If I say sit down, you will sit down. Similarly, the body listens to your instruction. Next question.
In YouTube, it is not there.
Anything here in the chat? Sunan Chimik? Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm in Mongolia.
За би жилийн өмнө нөгөө бамбан хор тавдрах ахуулсан. Сая тэгээд яг нэг гараа бамбан дээрээ тавиад, хоолон дээрээ тавиад нэг гараа зүрхэн дээрээ тавьсан. Би бүр аюу бүр хөлрөөд бүр ингээд гар тавьсан газруудад халуун оргиод энэ одоо миний нөгөө юу тохиргоо явуулж гин гэсэн үг үү? Энэ талаар хэлж өгөөч. Би яг сайн мэдрээ бүр ингээ хөлс урсаад одоо ингээд урсаад хамаг би хөлс урсаад яг тэр хоёр гараа тавьсан хүзүүн дээрээ бас зүрхэн дээрээ ингээ маш их халуун мэдэрлээ. 5 сарын 28-нд бамбан хорт одоо. Жилийн өмнө 20 жилийн өмнө 5 сарын 28-нд авахулсан багхгүй. За.
One second. Sunil, change it to no translation mode at the moment. So directly she's speaking, so we don't lose time. Yes.
Yeah.
Now speak up, Sunil Shami.
Yes. So Bachami Kotov said, I used to have thyroid cancer and I got it removed 1 year ago. Exactly 1 year ago, I got it removed. So when I actually worked on my thyroid in this exercise, my one hand was on my heart, another hand was on my throat. And when I actually touched and worked on there, I sweated a lot, and I felt a lot of heat. So the question is, does it mean something changing there, or what does it mean?
Very good. Excellent question. First of all, thyroid is responsible for the metabolism and the heat of the body. So now you started and even sweating. The fact that you started this exercise, that means the thyroid is responding as it should respond by sweating and heating. And this is also if there is anything remaining of the thyroid cancer, in spite of all the treatment and all, is also being cleaned. The thyroid itself naturally starts doing that. Area itself naturally does that. So actually change is happening. Actually let go is happening. Actually breaking of resistance is happening. And you continue, please. Lot of things will happen for you as you continue. We should not leave it singularly. It has to continue throughout the year till we completely erase it and imprint the new, healthy, youthful thyroid in the genetic system, devoid of all these imbalances of cancer. and the chemotherapy and the surgery. Next question. Do we have any more?
Баярлалаа.
Welcome,
Баярлалаа.
welcome. God bless you. Yeah. Yeah. Anything in the chat? Huh. Yes, I can. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yes.
1 minute. Yes, now you can speak up. Yes.
За багшаа би хүүхэд байхасаа 13 наснаас диабет 1-р хэлбэрээр утсан өчигдөр өнөөдөр 2 хоног тасгалаа хийснээр сахар уламжлалт 15 болж. Yes. Teacher, I had a diabetes since 13 years old. The Hormonal said, and it was the first level, and then ever since yesterday attending the class, yesterday and today, after doing the exercise, my actual diabetes the sugar level has increased to 50.
Very good.
Massive.
Very good. So I'm very happy. That is the change is happening. The pancreas, you had type 1 diabetes actually. That's why you said level 1. Okay. And in that, so now the pancreas is reacting. It is changing. It wants to produce the insulin which is necessary. It is waking up the cells. Okay. And if the sugar increased, don't be worried. Just monitor. Continue to take your medication as you're supposed to take. The things will change and it will settle down. So it is giving an indication, yes, I'm changing. I'm getting better. So don't be worried at all. You have started taking charge. 95% of the healing happens inside. Self-healing happens. 5% is the medication. Now is the time your self-healing has come into action rather than depending only on the medicine. But don't stop the medicine. So that's a very, very good sign. No need to fear. Continue the medication, continue the dosage, continue the exercise. Slowly time will come and everything will start reducing and falling into place. Next one. Anything else, Sonichimi? Do you find anything else?
No, sir, nothing in YouTube.
Anything else on the YouTube, Sunil?
No, sir.
Perfect. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Okay. Most of you, it might be the evening. For me, it's the day. So wonderful day, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening. Okay. Look forward to see you. If you have any questions, write it down and put it in the chat tomorrow for us to reply. Any experiences, any concerns, write everything down and put it in the chat tomorrow and I will address them. That is the purpose. And I need you to seek the truth. I need you to understand the truth. I need you to understand the reality. Thank you. And invite more and more people. Thank you. God bless.